Alright, let's dive deeper into this whole Meghan Markle saga and the refreshing interruption by Brooke Shields. It's not just a simple tale of two women on stage, it's a clash of storytelling styles, authenticity versus performance, and the sometimes cringeworthy nature of self-promotion. Picture this: Meghan Markle, with her poised demeanor and carefully crafted narrative, stands in front of a crowd, ready to deliver her well-rehearsed speech. The audience has seen it all before, the same heartfelt story about her childhood, her letter, and her fight against the patriarchy, all wrapped up in a neat little bow. But here's the kicker: the audience isn't buying it anymore. They've heard it too many times. And enter Brooke Shields, a legendary figure in her own right, with a kind of presence that demands attention and respect. Brooke's interruption wasn't just a comedic moment, it was a revelation. She threw a spotlight on the absurdity of Meghan's retelling, reminding everyone that real life isn't a scripted drama. When Brooke quipped about her own experience at 11, the laughter that erupted wasn't just about humor, it was a collective sigh of relief. The audience was tired of the same old monologue, and Brooke knew it. It was a moment that broke the tension, a reminder that humor can be a powerful tool in addressing serious topics. Let's take a moment to reflect on the implications of Meghan's story. It's been presented as an inspirational tale, a narrative of empowerment. But when you peel back the layers, it starts to look more like a carefully constructed piece of fiction. The fact that Vanity Fair had to cut it from a major story due to fact-checking issues speaks volumes. It raises questions about the authenticity of her activism. Was it genuine advocacy, or just another way to keep herself in the spotlight? And then, there's the irony of it all. Meghan wants to be seen as the poster child for feminism, yet her narrative is riddled with inconsistencies. Her dad's admission about the lack of response from Procter & Gamble is a stark reminder that sometimes, the stories we tell aren't as heroic as we want them to be. It's like she's built a castle of cards, and every time she retells her story, a few more cards fall away, exposing the shaky foundation underneath. But let's be clear, this isn't just about Meghan. It's about the culture of performative activism that has seeped into the fabric of celebrity life. So many public figures take on causes, but how many of them are genuinely committed? How many are simply looking for the next photo op or headline? Meghan's narrative has been weaponized for her own benefit, and it's becoming increasingly transparent. Brooke, in contrast, represents a different kind of celebrity, a person who has lived through the highs and lows of life in the public eye and has the wisdom to know when to inject humor into serious discussions. By sharing her own experience as a young actress, she wasn't just being funny, she was sharing a reality that many can relate to. At 11, most kids are navigating the complexities of school, friendships, and self-discovery, not penning letters to major corporations about sexism. Brooke's story was a reflection of the real challenges young girls face, not just a polished narrative designed to win applause. And let's not forget the power dynamics at play. Meghan's constant need for validation can be seen as a reflection of her desire to reclaim her narrative after leaving the royal family. But in doing so, she risks oversaturating her audience with the same story, diluting its impact. It's almost as if she's trying too hard to be the face of a movement rather than genuinely contributing to it. In that Austin panel, the audience's reaction to Brooke's interruption was telling. It wasn't just laughter, it was an acknowledgement that the moment needed a shake-up. Brooke's ability to read the room and respond with authenticity is a skill that many public figures seem to lack these days. She didn't just steal the spotlight, she redirected it, reminding everyone that real discussions about feminism and empowerment don't have to be so stilted and rehearsed. So, what can we learn from this exchange? It's a lesson in authenticity. In a world where everyone is vying for attention, the individuals who resonate are those who speak from the heart, who share real experiences, and who don't shy away from the messiness of life. Meghan's story, while well-intentioned, has become a caricature of what activism should be. It's been polished and refined to the point where it lacks substance. As we move forward, it's crucial for public figures and activists alike to remember that their stories should evolve. They should reflect growth, change, and genuine experiences rather than becoming a repetitive monologue designed to elicit applause. Brooke Shields' intervention serves as a reminder that humor and authenticity can create a more meaningful dialogue. It's not just about the message, it's about how that message is delivered. So, here's to Brooke Shields, her bravery, her humor, and her ability to inject reality into a conversation that desperately needed it. Meghan, take this as a cue. Instead of recycling the same tales, maybe it's time to embrace a new narrative, one that's grounded in authenticity, one that resonates deeply with real people dealing with real issues. Because at the end of the day, storytelling isn't about winning over an audience with rehearsed lines, it's about connecting on a human level. And in a world filled with noise, That's the kind of message that will truly stand the test of time.